Hey guys, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Doing Better with Bree. It's your girl Bree, and honey, it's morning time. It's early in the morning, and the color in my face looks like it's gone. I'm getting ready to do some girl maintenance, do my nails, take care of my skin, and just rant about what is going on in the world today. And y'all just gonna go through it with me. I have this green tea mask. It actually came in a set of 3 that I got from Amazon. I don't remember how much it was, but it was really cute. It was just like a spa trio. And I just have this little thing. We're just going to apply just the green one today. And I don't know if you guys can hear that, but there is a hot towel warmer that I got. Now, I do remember how much that one cost. It was like less than $40. And I guess it's really cute. Like, it's an at-home towel warmer, and it helps with my facial routine. I have steamers and things, but my steamers kind of go out pretty fast or get kind of messed up. I'm probably gonna buy a really expensive one because I'll be getting like the ones for the lesser. But let's get into these conversations. So I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to everything that's going on in politics. We'll get that out of the way first, since it's my least favorite topic. But it has been a lot of controversy circling around this woman's Black identity as far as Kamala Harris, and it's really starting to stress me out because I just want to know the truth. I just want to know if she is Black or not. I don't know if it will really matter when it comes to, you know, the policies and things that they have in place for the American people, what her race is. But it does really upset me that, you know, if you are false claiming, like, just why? What was the purpose behind it for Black votes? Because you probably could have just got our votes still by just being real with yourself and who you was. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like a lot of Black people get a bad rap for just being, like, you know, uninterested in politics, or just gonna go with what we're supposed to go with. And I don't think that's the case for most of us, to be honest. Like, I think most of us are kind of concerned about where the world is going, who is going to be running, you know, the United States, and what we can look forward to as far as our quality of life. And I feel like, you know, this election is kind of making a mockery out of it. It's a lot going on. Migrants, the wall, cats and dogs getting ate, apparently. You know, we don't know if that's true or not. This political election is breaking up friendships and families. People are falling out. I think I got into it with my Grammy. I'm scared to say a side half the time because you never know. I could say Kamala, and then everyone comes for me as to why that's an issue. Say Trump, then everyone on Kamala's team. You know, it's just so hard these days. You just don't even want to say anything. And to be honest, feels like you just have to pick the lesser of the two evils. You know, that's what it feels like these days. Like, just hurry up and pick something, because we need to just move forward. We need to get this out of the way. I'm just so ready for it to be over with, to be honest. I'm ready for this election to happen, and we can just sit down and realize, okay, this is where the world's going for the next 4 years for us, and what we need to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, and what we need to do as a people to make sure that we do okay. Okay? You feel me? I know y'all feel me. I don't even have any subscribers at this point, for real. Maybe like 1 or 2, 3 or 4, who knows? Everyone counts. I love you all. But y'all know what's going on, and I think we're all just a little bit confused, right? We can all admit to that. We're just a little bit like, what in the hell is really going on? All right, so we're back, and the mask is dry. The steamer is steaming. We're finna get ready to take this off and have fresh, clean skin. But let's get into the next topic. So outside of the whole presidential election, we've got this Diddy thing, which is also distracting people from what's really going on in the world. We've got 1,000 bottles of baby oil and all of these celebrities who have been implicated in this case. And at this point, I just don't care. Like, just lock this man up and throw away the key, and let's move on with it, okay? This just goes to show you that being a bad boy eventually has its end. He was lit for the first half of his life. Now he's going to spend the next half of his life in prison. It is a very humbling experience for a man who was on such a high horse and felt like it was okay to put his hands on women no matter what the situation was. We all know that these situations happen where women might get emotional about things and then men use their physical force to try and control that woman's emotions or control her, stop her from crying or stop her from getting all in their business or just pressuring him. When men get frustrated sometimes, not all of them, but the ones that were raised wrong, feel like violence is the way to be quiet and silence somebody. He's threatened people. He's put his hands on Cassie. I don't care. Donate the baby oil, you feel me? And like, let's just move on with life. I think we all just want to move on with life. And like, there's a whole bunch of pick-me's coming out behind Diddy. Like, how do y'all feel about Mary J. Blige? Like, she's really like, I love Mary J. Blige, but their relationship has always seemed a little bit weird to me. I want to know what you guys think. I don't really want to speak on it too much unless anybody else feels like it, but people are saying that their relationship is weird and that she also knew what he had going on and everything. So I'm just like, I feel like everybody knew what Diddy had going on. I feel like this whole situation was consensual. Like, all the adults were involved in this. It was a consensual act. I don't care as much because there was no minors. As long as there was no minors on this police report, like, I don't feel like we should be as invested, because at the end of the day, no matter how we want to spin it, yes, he's wrong, but so is everybody else who partakes in these. All the S workers, everybody who chose to be there, because you don't have to be there. Like, it was an invite to a freak off. You feel what I'm saying? And being in Atlanta, like, we have, you know, SEX dungeons, and people go to them like willingly, and it's just a cesspool of just a whole bunch of people who are willingly partaking in some of the most nastiest debauchery out here, okay? And nobody says nothing to them. They don't shut that down. And just basically, Diddy should just legalize this. If he was gonna be a freaky dude, he should have just legalized his freaky ways and just went ahead and got a sex dungeon in Atlanta, and he could have got the tax write-off or whatever for that, because they all over Atlanta. If you know anything, you know about them. Tokyo, Valentino, and all that. We just, you know. Y'all, I grabbed one of them towels and about to burn my skin off. So I have some tea on a kettle. I have a plate warmer thingy here, and I try and keep it in my room and make my tea, y'all. And I drink my tea. Ladies, drink your tea. I'm trying to stop with the coffee and the caffeine, but I love me some coffee and caffeine, but I'm trying to stop. No, I'm not. I'm just not going to drink it as much. But now that it's getting into the cold months, probably going to be drinking a lot more coffees, lattes, hot chocolate. I can't wait. All right. Hopefully this towel won't burn my face off. So as you see, we've got the hot towel here. We're going to get ready to apply it. This thing is steaming, y'all. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Oh my goodness. Y'all don't even know. It feels really good. It feels really good. But it's also really hot. You be making the craziest faces trying to take this stuff off. I'm going to learn a sexier way to take my mask off. I promise y'all. Okay? Alright, so the mask is off. The mask is off. Now, I do have more hot towels in there. I'm going to use one. I used to have this puffy thing from under my eyes, but my son decided he wanted to play with it. So yeah, I like to put this on under my eyes. I'm out of it. I'm going to go get some more. I think it was from Sephora, Good Molecules. Let's kind of rub that in under my eyes while the pores are still open. All right. All right, now that's off. Whew, I'm gonna put that down. That's hot. I'm gonna wait a little second, and then I'm gonna put another hot towel on my face to open up my pores one more time before I put the collagen on my face. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. All right, so I just applied this sugar scrub. I know it looks crazy. I just applied this sugar scrub on my lips. Okay. And I'm getting ready to take this towel and just remove everything off my face. Well, I'm just gonna place this on my face. Ooh, that's hot, y'all. Ooh, it's hot. It's hot. Okay, I put a little lavender in here too, just, you know, to just be extra and romanticize everything. Okay, boom, boom, bam. Putting my face in it now. Ooh. Oh. I removed everything off my face. One thing I want to start doing in my 30s now that I just hit 30 is start making sure I do the mask on my neck and take care of my décolleté. So we did the lip scrub. We've done the face mask. I already washed my face this morning. We're going to put on this collagen. I know this looks crazy, but I use very little of this because it's kind of oily. And it says it's made in France. I don't know too much. I think my grandma gave me this, but we're putting it on. And to be honest, it's just some type of collagen, like a face collagen. And I think all girls should have one. Okay, it's very thick. Very thick. But all right, y'all, let's get into the next topic. We talked about Kamala, we talked about Diddy. Just recently, within the last couple of days, I just heard that there was a mass shooting in Birmingham on the night scene. It was a high school reunion gone wrong, is what they are saying. That people were out there to celebrate. It was a bunch of different schools come together, and it was supposed to be a fun event. Now, me personally, I don't know why you guys wanted to partake in this, because I'll tell you right now, I remember high school, and I remember that there was beef between people. There was like real beef between certain schools. And just because we're older doesn't mean that that type of beef stopped. Actually, it intensifies, because now we have social media and your hater could be watching you. Like, oh, I never liked them from high school. And they watching you. They jealous. You might have came up in life, whatever the cause might be, that this might be their only opportunity to see you because they don't see you on a normal. And now they finna take the situation too far. The entire situation is just unfortunate. The entire situation. Those people were there to have a good time, and somebody came through with an automatic, 21 shot, 4 killed. They were standing in line for the club. It's dangerous out here, ladies. Just going to the club, anxiety. Waiting outside the club, anxiety. I haven't waited outside a club in a long time. And part of it is because I am worried about my safety, to be honest, because people don't know how to act. And this was a good example of people that don't know how to act. And of course, you can't avoid everything, and no one is, of course, victim blaming, but this is why certain people say, I don't do those type of things. I don't do huge events. I don't do things where there's a lack of security and mass amounts of people. I'm sure the security were overwhelmed. I'm sure they were trying to do their best, you know what I'm saying, to make the night fun for everybody. But they couldn't avoid somebody pretty much doing a drive-by, is what it was sounding like. Alright guys, y'all like how I came back with my hair done? I just did a little clip claw and, you know, took care of my curls. But right now, you guys, I'm going ahead and doing my nails. I'm a basic baddie. I don't really have time to go to the nail salon, nor do I really like going to the nail salon anymore. I'm just being real. So I like to do my nails at home. I'm using the O'Hara, okay? And this is the look. I had it on for about a couple of days now, and a few of them popped off, probably due to me not really knowing what I was doing. But you live and you learn. And I found a few tricks on TikTok and some, you know, really good top coats to make it last a little bit longer and how to prep my nails better. But that's what we're doing right now. They're actually cooking in here as we speak. So that's what they look like. I'm gonna have to cut them down. So I'm getting ready to cut those off, and we're gonna get into the next topic of discussion, because when I left, we were definitely discussing the unfortunate mass shooting in Birmingham and all the victims that lost their lives. And I'm sure there's GoFundMe, so make sure you guys go ahead and try and find some of these victims and fund their families, because this was just tragic. This was unfortunate how that situation happened, because they were just going to a high school reunion with multiple high schools, wanted to link up and have a good time and catch up with people. And once again, this has shocked the culture, and people are going to be less likely to do these group gatherings. So if you're a person who likes to plan big parties and have all these people come together, it's going to be really hard, because it's just constant things like this happening in these large gatherings, and people are just not as likely to really pop out as they were. Prayers to the victims. And let's get on to the last topic of discussion today. While I finish up my nails, I'm going to go ahead and do the last rant of the day, you guys, because I just felt the need to go ahead and purge this out of my system. And today we're going to talk about cheaters. It is all over the place. Like, everybody just seems to be really cheating, really cheating, really cheating. And it makes you very weary of getting in a relationship. And cheating has no boundaries, as we see. The ones going out the saddest these days are the women that are married, that invest in these men, have children with these men, and they turn around and do them really dirty. Now, I'm not going to sit up here and say that it's all men doing women dirty, because sometimes it's women doing men dirty. I think we just live in a culture where it's everyone for themselves. And like, when you are seeing that, it makes it hard for young ladies to make the right decision when it comes to a partner. And therefore we choose the wrong ones a lot of times. Sometimes we just choose someone that's consistently there, whether they are good for us or not, but they're consistent. Because these days it seems like people will just get over you so fast, hop on to the next person, and then you're going to have to go through this form of depression trying to purge them from your system, especially when relationships, friendships are hard to come by. I think that's why people hold on to toxic people. Loneliness. I watched a documentary in Japan where they were talking about most of their population suffers from depression because they're lonely. I think a lot of women out here are just lonely, and therefore they know what these men are doing behind their back sometimes, but they don't expect it to get as far as it does. And it gets pretty deep in these streets with these men. They have whole other families, kids, things like that. And sometimes it's not even like they want to keep you too. They'll just leave you and go somewhere else. So the women that are even being like, oh, I'll just let him do what he wants to do, or let them do what they want to do behind, because I'm doing me, that doesn't mean that they're going to keep you. Sometimes they just want to full-blown replace you. So it's just very weary out here. And we see just nobody's making it, you guys. It just seems like nobody's making it. It's like a couple years in and then it's done. And that's just like, we've got some kids, we did our big one, next. And like, no one gives a fuck about the children. Like, they just really go from having their parents with them every day, both of them for the most part, to now you gotta have 2 bedrooms, 2 closets. Like, no one cares. People stop caring. And that's mostly our problem. All right, y'all, I'm back in my dirty crew neck because I had to go cook me some food. So check the hair, check the skin, check them nails. Yep, O'Hara, you did your big one. I really love it. For the girls that are looking to save money this holiday season, this is it for me. I hear they even got them for your toes. I'm going to try that in another video and tell you guys how that works out. But I'm going to keep these going. I usually spend around $200 with the tip at the nail salon or to my nail tech for my nails and my toes. So any way I can save money these days and still look on point, I'm looking for it. Send it to me, okay? Anybody know any other brands? Send them to me in the comments. I will be checking. Now, just a quick recap on everything that we discussed today, honey. Quick recap. So we talked about everything from the political debate that's happening out here between the Democrats and the Republicans when it comes to who you're going to vote for. You guys just make an informed decision and choose whoever is best for you or fits within your agenda and who you could honestly stand to see sitting up there at the end of the day, okay? Also, we talked about the mass shooting. Prayers to those victims. If you have it in your heart, go over to their pages and show some love to their families. I'm sure they could use it at such a difficult time. I'm sure that entire city of Birmingham is bleeding for the loss of these young souls that were doing nothing but trying to enjoy their night out. And when it comes to relationships, we understand that a lot of them, not even being funny these days, such as the statistics are saying what they're saying, a lot of them are not doing so well. And a lot of you guys are in relationships that you're not happy in. If you're in an unhappy relationship, get out. If your spouse is cheating on you, get out. If you do not feel fulfilled, get out. And to those that are in actual happy relationships, prayers for you. A lot of us hope to be like you and hopefully find our match and our mate out here. Until then, you guys, I want you guys to stay focused on yourself. Do better every day. Stay drinking your water, prayed up, and just giving good energy out here into the universe, okay? And keep your head on a swivel. Don't forget, you guys, to do 1% better a day, get your paper, and stay out the way. Until next time, thanks for watching.